It only takes me a second. I've already got it restarted, actually.
Is my audio too loud?
Nah, your audio's just fine.
Alright.
What's going on, gamer? So yeah, I'm just gonna play a game with you, just kind of get a general feel for exactly how you do things.
Yep.
A couple of notes here that I'm just gonna give you right off the bat. Keep an eye on the watchtowers. Always try and hold at least one of them right there. Makes doing things like preventing a Zergling run by really, really easy to see. And this map, it's not the best map for Mutalisks, but I still like Mutalisk play. Just a fair warning right there. And it's something you should always be prepared for, because having a bunch of Mutalisks in your mineral line without you expecting it sucks. As I'm sure you would know.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, drone, what are you doing? Okay. So yeah, guys, and just a small note, if there's a specific matchup or something you want to practice, always go ahead, bring a partner, something like that. And you have a wall off. Don't like that at all. Whoops.
What? I sent him to your expansion.
He was attacking me, so I had to end him.
Oh, I think I just pressed the S key, or the A key.
That does tend to happen. And why are my guys not mining? Damn, I am all over the place today.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Okay, that time it wasn't me. I actually managed to completely accidentally click on a larva instead of my queen.
Mm.
We require more. We require more minerals.
In general, this is not really a time where a lot of tech would be coming out from a Zerg player.
Right.
We require more minerals.
Under attack. Add-on complete. Our SUV under attack. Not enough. Additional supply depot. Not enough room. Our SUV under
Let's
attack.
see, reactor, marines, and something else too. Opening with that early Hellion play that you see a lot of people do is actually a really good idea. Allows you to get a general feel for what your opponent's doing, allows you to limit their creep spread. All in all, it's just a really safe thing to do early game.
Right. Except when you get roach rush.
That's true. But I'm finding less and less players are doing that nowadays, at least based off just random replays that I've seen.
Yeah.
We require more minerals. We require.
So, also another thing is, at this point in the game, usually it's a safe thing to expand. It's something you can get away with.
Right.
What time do you generally expand in this matchup?
I'm expanding right now.
Okay.
Like, it's at 26 out of 100.
Not enough room. Additional supply item. Not enough room.
We require
Oh my.
What is that weird roaring I keep on hearing in your background?
Might be my fan. Let me turn it off.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's something... Sounds a little bit like an Ultralisk, not gonna lie. It must be just some random sound effect I'm hearing.
Oh, jeez.
Another thing is, you don't always want to scan directly over their main. Like, I proxy buildings just slightly out of the way all the time, and using scans like that will never ever see it.
Okay.
Like, this time, if you still have a scan, go ahead and scan to the right of where you scanned last time.
To the right?
Yep, to the right.
Alright.
And I know that, like, scanning isn't really the best way to rely on getting scouting information. Generally, you're going to want to do drops for that. But, yeah.
Oh. Now I see.
Yep. To be fair, that actually wasn't there the first time you scanned, but it was. That's always where I place it. Way, way out of scanning range.
Yeah. I'm not doing so well this game.
Eh, don't worry, it happens. I'm kind of warming up too.
are under attack.
Oh, no wonder those guys aren't actually mining. Whoa!
Oh my.
Yeah, it's just the danger. I don't know really what specific device to give, that's just really baning flanks at work. And now this is a time where you want to try, like when you make that attack, try and delay it maybe a little bit and then do a drop in their main. Or something like that. Keep me in more than one place so I lose sight of those banelings for a second, and it just costs me all of them.
Yep.
And then once we're done with this, I'm just going to go back through the replay and take a look at everything.
Yep.
Not enough room.
Oh crap, yeah, the Marines were right there. Let's see. And see, like, this is one, I don't have to suicide and overload in, I just kind of get a general idea of what's going on in your base.
Right.
Not enough room.
I did forget to get a starport, though.
That happens.
Mineral field secreted. Not enough room. Not enough room.
FTV ready. Ready for desktop. FTV ready. Good job, FTV, let's have a blast. Now what? Loud and clear. Go. Go ahead. Yeah.
Not enough room. Not enough room.
We require more Vespine gas.
No matter what I do,
Complete.
so many minerals. I can never get rid of them all.
Waiting on you. Let's go. Understood.
Oh, I see. That's the sound that... Okay, just the base is coming over from the marine attacks.
Mineral field.
Oh shit.
Yeah, at that point, there's really not much you can do to save it.
Yeah.
Mineral field completed. Unacceptable land space is under attack.
And I mean, at this point, you're just in a really bad spot, just because it's kind of 4 bases to 2. And even then, I'm still expanding past that. So,
Alright.
yeah, I mean, then I just want to go over some stuff in your early game. One of them is your opener. I mean, getting that Hellion opener is definitely one of the most important things you can do, just because of how much it denies the Zerg.
Alright.
Oh, well, that's a bit of inventiveness right there.
Oh my.
When in doubt, solve problems Nest T style.
Oh my. Aim. What?
In that case, what you can do is lift off. Or, sorry, not lift off. Pick up units. Like your tanks, more specifically.
I picked up one medevac full on accident.
No, that's good. Even on accident, that's not bad. It's just really important because that way you're able to save it from that kind of thing. Any time where you lose units, that's what you should be doing.
Yep.
Like, one thing is Terran is that all of your units are so important, you need to work on trying to save as many of them as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Mineral field completed.
We require more Vespine gas.
Ready for desktop.
He never did anything to you.
Get out of here.
No! Run! You haven't missed much, Nick.
We require
Not a whole lot, just kind of playing. Oh crap! Oh, my changeling survived.
Our forces
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, if we could
A lot of
actually...
guys at a drop.
If anybody here in chat is a Zerg player that would like to play him, that would actually be a lot easier. Anybody in chat? Any of you guys Terran or Protoss? Oh, that's a big drop.
Yeah. Alright. Good game.
Good game.
not enough energy.
Hang on. Okay, so we have a toss player for you to play. So instead of analyzing that replay, I'm just going to coach you in real time. Because it's a lot easier to actually focus on your play that way. And a lot faster too, just more efficient, able to take a look at what you're doing then.
Yep.
Okay, we get it, Mr. Bragging Nikonsky. Go ahead and hop in the SCV Rush chat channel. All this bragging, and then he's like, oh wait, hang on, I gotta get on. It's gonna take me a few minutes. No worries, EJ, I completely understand that feeling about homework.
That
Okay.
was a lot of banelings.
Hmm?
That was a lot of banelings.
Oh yeah, I love banelings. Just waiting for Nikonsky, guys, and then as soon as he's on, we are going to go ahead and hop into this coaching thing full steam ahead. It hasn't been the most entertaining stream, it hasn't been the most informative yet, but... Hey, I'm a platinum in 2v2 randoms. Aw, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beast.
Huh. Fun, fun. Apparently, the Muslim just made #1 Grandmaster by beating a bronze player.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, this is weird. Hang on, let me copy link address. Here, I put it in party chat too. If any of you guys watch or are on Reddit, then you'll probably recognize this. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, there that is. So apparently, #1 Grandmaster here just got 2 points for beating some bronze, probably
2
portrait
points.
farmer. And he was a portrait farmer, he just left. That's just weird. Anyway. Well, I guess it's like just the bare minimum because he had maybe a little bit of bonus pool right there.
Yeah.
Nikonsky, somebody find Nikonsky and hit him with a stick until he gets on. He's taking far, far too long.
Hit him with a stick.
Hit him with a stick.
So yeah, I usually open up with that reactor. What do you think about that?
The Reactor Marines, it's really good if you're going to be going ahead and attacking. But I mean, you were only doing that to secure a second base, so basically all you did was let me expand 3 times. Okay, let's go ahead and create a game. Recently played. Let's go Blizzard maps, because Blizzard maps are usually not awful. Usually. My god, Lost Temple is still in here? That's terrible. Where's Metropolis? I thought that would be in here. Here we go. GSL Metropolis. We'll go ahead and try this out. Gonna have to go ahead and accept there whenever you get the chance. Do you see the invite for the game?
Are you still there?
Yeah. Whoa, your internet quality just changed. Whoa!
Yep.
That was fun.
It's alright.
Yeah,
I'm back.
It happens.
All I see is just, you have signed off a Battle.net. And I was like, ah.
Yeah. You're still in the chat channel, though. Okay, now it has both of you downloading the map. This is weird. Are you actually downloading the map right now, or does it not show anything?
No, it says I'm in. It doesn't show anything, not like the lobby.
Yeah, relog, just because this is one of those weird bugs that happens every now and then. There we go. Okay. Now you see, one of the nice things about having viewers is that we can actually pull people from chat to play, like Nikonsky here. And I've sent you both invites to party, but... Oh, StarCraft. Why are you messing up?
Send me another invite.
Hang on, I'll just invite you guys to the game. And then Nikonsky will be back on in just a second.
Yep. Yeah. Grandmasters by the end of the month, guaranteed.
If Nikonsky... Oh, there he is. He's online. He just wasn't in here. There we go. Oh, this is just so rocky, guys, tonight. Sorry about this. Okay, Nick's internet's acting a little bit weird here, so while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and actually load up that replay really fast.
Okay. You want me to load it up too, or
Yeah, just so we can go
watch the stream?
Actually, if you want to watch the stream, that'll work too.
Okay. With the... Alright. There's like a 5-second delay, so might be a little weird, but...
Yeah. So, I mean, the first thing, this is something I was covering not too well, but I was still kind of covering it yesterday. For replays, always just watch it from your point of view. I mean, otherwise you're going to see things like those mutalisks that I got you with early in the game there. And it's like, oh, well, I should have seen those coming, but then how would you have seen them coming when they're in the fog of war, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Is my SCV production good so far?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of stopped making them before I should have stopped making them.
Generally, you want to be completely saturated on your base, and then a little bit oversaturated, so that way when you put your expansion down, you can transfer some workers over.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah.
I got a little late gas too.
What supply?
I know it was like right when my barracks was finishing.
Yeah, it's a
Probably
little
like
bit late.
15 or 16.
So generally what you want to shoot for is you want to make it at 13 or 14. Just because
Yeah.
in those time blocks, that's where you're able to make an SCV, make a refinery, and then make another SCV without actually interrupting SCV production.
Uh-huh.
And also just something here. I'm just going to zoom back up. You didn't see it because you weren't looking at the time, and I'm not really sure it's something you should have caught, but you actually, you walked right by my drone on the ramp, and you could have blocked
Oh,
my
I
expansion.
did see that. I did see that.
Okay. So, yep,
Yeah,
building
so I tried to
SCVs.
finish up my wall off when I saw that.
Just a little thing. I see you have your stuff hotkeyed, and that's good. So just always make sure that you're making SCVs. Just occasionally tap the one button, check, see if you're building. If you're not, make another SCV.
Yeah. Why has it been a little delayed so far?
Yeah, a couple of times. And also, I see that you're sending your SCV out to the watchtower. Getting the watchtowers is good, but generally you don't need them that early. It's fine just waiting
Okay.
until you have a couple of Marines and then sending one of them out to it.
Okay.
And, oh yeah, another thing. The very first thing your command center should do after you get your barracks is make it
Yeah, I
auto
know.
grid.
I know. It was a little late.
Yeah.
I remember the first stream quad just started yelling at me for that. So.
I mean, if we just pause, take a look over here. I mean, this is generally a stage in the game where you still should be ahead of workers, or ahead on workers over me. So, I mean, it just kind of shows you this early in the game I was getting a lead just because of the SCV production.
Uh-huh.
Our SCVs
Yeah.
are under
And,
attack.
yep, SCV getting attacked by my drones, then it takes me forever to get them back mining. Do-do-do. Also, what do you, something you should always do is, you're getting your gas, but the question is, what are you trying to use it for?
Build a factory.
Oh, okay, so you get a factory before any... Oh, wait, there we go. We have a reactor.
Right, but I don't know. I didn't have the gas, and I thought I was kind of slacking on the production of my guys, so I just put down another barracks.
The only thing I can say, really, is work on getting those add-ons a little bit earlier. You could have gotten your reactor 10 seconds earlier than you did. And then, of course, you spent all your gas getting down both those. You're at about 75 when you put them down. And also your gas timing. Gas is something that's just super important to pay attention to. Like, you grab your second gas now, but the question is why? I don't know if it's really standard or anything like that to grab it at this time, but it seems like it's just going to be a bit more gas than you can really use. You're not going to have the minerals for Marines, tanks, upgrades, factories, all at the same time, so you don't need to get the gas for all those things either.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yes, combat shield is always the first thing you should get for Marines. Always, always, always. At least, that's my understanding. Again, not a Terran player, but I try my best. Okay, going ahead and getting that down that second... Now here's something I'd really recommend against. You're getting a second tech lab, and unless you're planning on a combat shield stim timing, you really don't need it. Marauders are fine and all, but you really don't need more than 5 or 6 with a full army just to waste a couple of banelings.
Okay.
I mean, Marauders are good and all, and... Oops, he's back. Nikonski's back here. So just keeping in mind constant SCV production, and basically just getting enough gas for what you need, let's go ahead and hop into a TVP here really fast.
Okay.
And
Yeah, for TVP, I usually get the Marauder slow first.
yes, that's a good thing. It allows you to be very aggressive against people.
Yeah.
Nikonski, if you're watching the stream, I'm inviting you right now. Just just going to go out and wait for him for a little bit longer here. See if anything interesting is going on. Oh. There we go. Okay, he's back.
Is this the version that lags?
No, this is the GSL version.
Okay.
Okay, ref, so I can make angry noises at both of you. And...
Oh, is that the difference? I never knew the difference between a spectator and a ref.
Yeah, spectator can only spectate, ref can actually talk to the players.
Okay.
And you're all ready, man?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool, let's do this. No mass carrier opener. And Heart of the Swarm has been pushed to 2013.
What?
Yep.
I said they come out with it next month.
Yes, I'm reading
At
something
least.
on GameSpot right now. That's really depressing. Oh well. Okay. So what's your game plan? Like, how do you win?
I usually go for some early pressure versus Protoss.
What kind of early pressure?
Couple Marauders and some Marines.
Yeah.
Like I'll usually put down 2 barracks. That's not considered cheese, right?
No, it's not. Well,
Okay.
nah, not really. Just little bits of aggression like that I really personally wouldn't count as cheese. Oh crap, I don't have XSplit. Good, I'm still not dropping any frames. That's fantastic. So you put on a little bit of pressure, and then how do you win the game as time goes on? Like, let's say a 20-minute game. How would you normally go and try and win that?
They'll probably go Colossus, so I get some Vikings out there. And just really Marine, Marauder, Medic.
Okay.
Maybe some Thors every once in a while.
Yeah. Now, one thing I would like to point out about what you just said, you said they'll get Vikings probably so some Colossi rather, probably so Vikings. Just one of those things that you really want to make sure you actually scout and figure out. Because otherwise it's High Templar versus Vikings, and the Protoss player's going to have kind of a big advantage. So the best way to deal with that, just pull 2 SCVs. I mean, if it's already attacking you, you're not going to be able to kill it before it kills your building SCV, unless you get lucky and your building SCV shifts in that time. Okay, so remember, try and line up your SCVs so that way you can make an orbital command. As soon as this SCV finishes up, your barracks will be done.
Under attack.
Yeah, just like that. And then once that first Marine's out and you can deny scouting, that's when you can really start to choose the tech path that you want. I know that you already mentioned Marauders, and the Bully Marauder with that concussive shell upgrade is really good. So yeah. The general way that I look at things is
Upgrade complete.
once an upgrade is out, like let's say once concussive shells is out, you really don't need, you're not going to get any more benefit from it than you already are going to get. If you get it sooner, if you get it later, there's not going to be much benefit unless you use it in between those times.
Yeah.
So you're able to really get away with making that concussive shell a lot later. Good, your SCV production's not stopping. So you can make a later concussive shell if that means that you're going to be going ahead and pushing out when it hits. So yeah, getting those or getting that reactor instead of the tech lab, just fine. Just got to try and make that line up or that attack line up with concussive shell finishing.
Yep. So usually I would get like a factory now.
Well, why a factory now?
Maybe get like a siege tank in the back.
Nah. This is generally a time you just want to get a couple of units out there, go push before they have anything, and you see that money that you're spending on the factory right there could be better put towards an expansion, so you're able to make more stuff later.
Okay.
Because, I mean, if you're going to be doing this pressure, the entire time you're doing this pressure, you know that your opponent's not going to be attacking you. He's going to have units in his base, and he's going to want to go ahead and defend from that.
Yeah.
So wait, if you're going to be doing Marauders, a stim?
You said not to get concussive shell.
No, I said delay it if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
But
So
you don't have to get it
right away.
you don't have to get it super duper early, as long as it finishes before you actually hit with your attack.
Okay.
And yeah, behind and whenever you attack, expand. Like from now on, whenever you play, that's what I want you to do. Attack, expand. Attack, expand. Defend a big
Okay.
push, expand. Whenever something big happens in the game that's good for you, expand.
Okay.
Like that's basically last game when you and I were playing, that's basically how I was doing things. Okay, so I took my third base because you were expanding. I took my fourth base after I defeated your first push. All your units were there. You wouldn't be able to attack that fourth base with anything. So it made a good time to expand.
So when I push out here, you want me to expand?
Yes. Always,
Okay.
always. And for this build in the future, I would actually consider getting the tech lab first and going ahead and try and get it, or to get a couple more Marauders instead of Marines.
Research.
Okay.
Because at this point in the game, Marauders are the strongest unit. They kill Stalkers, they kite Zealots, they kill Sentries. And that's really all you could ask for. So don't forget, you still want to be building SCVs. Yeah, perfect. See, look at that, he's running from you, he's scared. Oh, well, then there's that. But yeah, you can still kite there. Yeah, just a little bit of pressure, don't commit. Yeah, you don't want to get trapped by those force fields that first time. So, we're kind of seeing the beginning of an army right here. Really, really stalker heavy. Ooh, 3 units. Don't chase, don't chase.
Oh.
Yeah. Generally, I mean, if you can get him, that's good. If not, you really don't want to chase.
Yeah.
And good. So now make sure you transfer. Yep, you're already doing the transfer. Don't even have to tell you. And you're just continuously making units. Now, tanks can be good, and there's a couple of timings in the game where they're fine, but for the most part, I really wouldn't build them in this matchup, just because charge lots, they're going to start splashing your own units, and they're very immobile when you need to be mobile to stim kite.
Okay.
Good, getting that stim down right now. And your money's going to start, like, once you get that expansion, your money is going to start to get huge. So generally, that's a good time just to go ahead and toss down some more production.
Yep.
Gateway, and pylon.
Is that a good scan spot?
Against Protoss, I mean, they can really put it anywhere. Your best bet's to do a drop. Kind of poke at the front a little bit to draw out all their forces, then drop in the back.
Okay.
Think of APM as a resource, just like minerals and Vespene gas. You want to expend it in such a way that it costs your opponent more APM to go ahead and react to whatever it was that you were doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, a drop, it's just select medevac, D, mineral line, bam, done. But for him, he has to rally all of his units over there, he has to get all of his probes back, he has to get production going for any probes that he lost. So in general, drops are a really good way to force your opponent to spend APM.
Yep. So you want me to drop a lot more versus Protoss?
Just in general, not a lot more. Like, you shouldn't be dropping just for the sake of dropping. You should always have a plan, and you should always... you should always be serving some higher goal. Like, what do you hope to accomplish with the drop?
In this drop?
Mm-hmm.
Kill some of his workers,
And why?
so he doesn't have as much workers.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good of a reason as any, but the big thing that you should be shooting for is something to set you up for the mid-game for the late game. So in this case, killing off a bunch of workers, and then attacking shortly after while all of his resources are tied up trying to make more. Something like that. Now I'm not saying you should attack now, it's something that you should like plan out ahead of time. And oh, there are stalkers there. So yeah, I would get out of there.
Oh my.
Yeah, that drops. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Hero Marine. And something else, just a bit more map awareness. I would toss a Marine or an SCV at any places he might expand, so that way if he does expand, you can go ahead and see it beforehand.
Right.
Ready for dust off.
Now your upgrades are doing good this game. I mean, you haven't gotten the attack or defense upgrades, but for the most part... Oh. Wait, you can kill him. That's the SC, or the Zealot with no life. Yeah. But yeah, map awareness is huge. Just generally, you want to be able to see as much of the map as possible without sacrificing your combat ability. With Zerg, that's easy with Creep and Overlords. With Terran, it's a little bit harder. Generally, the factory is not used in Terran versus Protoss, so a lot of players will scout with that. Just send it out there flying across the map doing whatever. And that's not a bad strategy.
So, why am I sitting on so many minerals? Should I make more barracks or something?
And more supply depots, that's the big thing that's stopping you.
Yeah.
And keep up that worker production too. Uh-oh.
Complete.
Move that Marine forward and see if...
Additional
Ah, he's trying to expand. So now, in general, most players will keep their army in front of their natural. So if you want to scan and see what he has, that's a good place for it.
Oh, okay.
That's not a scary army at all.
What do you think?
Hey, you know what the best time to attack is? Whenever you feel like it. Like, honestly, if you think it's a time for an attack, if you've got a lot of units, just attack, see what happens. I mean, obviously, back up if you're in a... Oh. A little bit of a misrally there. Yeah, I think you got it already. You've had both your command centers rallied to your main right there, so it mined out really fast.
Whoops.
Yeah. Always try and keep saturation between your bases relatively even.
Yep.
upgrade complete.
You want me to...
Yeah, breaking those is never a bad thing.
Additional, our SCVs are under attack.
Ah!
Our SCVs are
See, now just in general, look at how much effort it's taking you to take care of a drop. How many things that you have to do in order to get that done. Now imagine if you're doing the same to him and then you attacked right after. It would take a great deal of time to go ahead and get all that done, just because that's how drops work.
What can I do?
Our SCVs are under attack.
So now you've suffered a lot of damage, you know your opponent's expanded. This is really a time where you need to attack. You need to try and do some damage, try and get some way to get the game back in your favor. I mean, worst case scenario, you lost it all and you were already in a behind position. Best case scenario, you win the game.
Yep.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted.
I wouldn't bother chasing it personally. Just keep an eye on your base. Because if he's not microing it out of the way, that means he's doing something right now to go ahead and... Oh, wow. A lot of sentries there, so you're gonna have to be careful. And Storm. Yeah, Storm, you really do have to micro, and that's one thing that tanks aren't good at. Why I don't usually like them in this matchup.
Yep.
So, I mean, in all honesty, that probably lost you the game right there.
Yeah.
If you're able to kill units for nothing but energy, so Storms, for example, then chances are you're going to come out ahead. Just because your opponent doesn't have to spend as much money or any money replenishing energy. Might have to replenish some units, but compared to the units that you lost from the energy, he'll probably be ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
So then what did you do wrong in that game?
Didn't scout enough?
That's part of it, yeah, that's part of it. What else?
Didn't make SCVs?
The big thing is that you never at any time put any pressure on your opponent. He was actually he was grabbing his 4th base when you attacked there. I think. If I was counting right. It was either his 4th or his 5th base going up when you attacked right there. He was basically able to just play his own game there. Mass up a giant army and attack. That's another thing about drops. They put a bit of pressure on your opponent, so they can't quite do what they want to. They have to spend money in APM defending. They have to spend money getting more cannons up, getting more units over there, replacing workers, that kind of thing. While you,
Yep.
the worst case scenario, you lose 8 Marines and a medevac.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Definitely need to drop more.
Okay. Want to go again here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just seeing if Nick is all for it. Oh, not bad. Damn, this guy's played a lot of games.
Who?
Oh, just some random guy who messaged me asking for ones.
Oh.
Sure, okay, go ahead and create one more. What's a good one? What's a good one? Let's do Daybreak. Oh, I can't join it because we're a 3-player party, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop out and then invite you guys separately.
Alright.
And here we go. Oh, not a lot of people staying to watch this. Oh well. Yeah, it's a bit rough today.
I got scared of me because I'm so awesome.
Grandmasters in a week.
Alright, gotta win this one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Just have fun about it. I mean, if you go into if you go into it thinking, "Oh, gotta win," you're gonna run into some problems. Just where the game starts, you're gonna have Idra rages, basically.
Alright. Gonna keep up on this worker production. I'm gonna keep up on the aggression.
Mm-hmm. So just focus on those two things this game. Workers and attacking. Workers and attacking. Other stuff, you can let it slide there, but all game, workers and attacking. So that is... Whoops, I'm looking at the wrong colors. You were blue last game, I think. Or no, sorry, you were on the bottom last game. You were player 2 instead of player 1 when the game started, so I'm looking at Nick's resources going, how did you build that depot? You only had 40 minerals.
What's that?
I was looking at the wrong... I was looking at Nick's money, Nikonski's money.
Uh-huh.
So then I saw that you put down a supply depot, and I thought you only had 50 minerals and did it somehow. So.
Our SCVs are under attack.
So remember, pull two guys. Yeah, pull two guys, and then pull him off there. Hotkey is T. Yeah, there we go. Now that he's on the other side, like that. Oh, yeah. So nice. You just killed a scouting probe. Got a little bit
Yep.
lucky there, not gonna lie, with the way that he went.
What's that?
You got a little bit lucky with the way that
Our SCVs are
that your guy shifted just in time, so it
Yeah.
was out of reach. But still, you know what? A kill is a kill is a kill, and you should be happy about it nonetheless.
Right.
Good, good. So then, what are you gonna do with your gas? Like, what are you gonna use it for
tech
this
lab?
time? Not a bad choice. Why?
To get an early marauder.
Still going to go for that kind of early little push like you did last game?
upgrade complete.
I think so.
Okay, so you're not going to need a factory forward. You can just go ahead and toss down whatever you need.
Right.
Add-on complete.
And then remember, always keep one eye on the supply count just in case.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sitting on a lot of minerals.
That's fine. Yeah, another barracks is good. And remember, you really want to expand behind this. So even tossing down a command center right now wouldn't be the worst choice in the world. As long
Right.
as you're able to keep up unit
Is
production.
under attack.
Whoa! Is he trying to four-gate you? That's... Well, usually, one sign of an early four-gate is if you see a zealot, a probe, and a stalker together. So I mean, it's just one of those things you want to kind of keep in the back of your head there. I'm not actually going to look and see if he is, because I don't want that to
Yeah.
influence what I tell you here. But he probably would have waited until he had some units instead of just running up the ramp with all of them.
Right.
Add-on complete.
Should I get my second gas now, maybe?
No, I mean, what would you use it for? You're already sitting on 140, which is more than you need. And honestly, yeah, I wouldn't get any kind of add-on right here if you're going for that early attack. I would just make straight Marines out of that barracks,
Okay.
while keeping up production on all those, yeah. Then once you've got, like, another production round or two more, just push out and see what happens.
Alright.
And then just as soon as you push out, move that command center to the low ground, transfer your SCVs, and yeah, you'll be set up in a strong economic fashion.
Additional supply depots required. Research complete. Additional supply
My research
depots
just completed.
Awesome. So yeah, actually, yeah, now would be a good time to go ahead and move out, just because you're going to be kind of delayed. Since you got supply blocked for a little bit there.
Yep.
And yeah, it's always better, you're already doing it, and that's good. It's always better to move your command center down to the low ground, and then going ahead and and transferring your SCVs while making your orbital command, higher income that way.
Yep.
Now, do you hotkey your army at all?
I usually do. I forgot.
No worries. Just makes it super, super easy. So yeah, when you do your transfer, you want to transfer about half of your workers. And then just go ahead and keep your main command center rallied to your main. And then just make SCVs for both bases there.
Yep.
And don't forget about your attack, because right now if you fail to attack, you're going to lose your timing.
Right.
And oh, wow, that is scary. He's gonna force field right behind you if you're not careful. Okay, so really not much damage done there. He had too much stuff. So, I mean, you have two options there for the future trying that. Not do it at all, or try and refine it so it comes a little bit earlier, maybe at the cost of having less units. Because he's got enough to defend you pretty easily right there. It'd be a different story if those units from your base were over there, but you really can't get those over there in time.
Right.
Yeah, tanks, really bad in this matchup, so I really wouldn't get them this time around.
Yeah, I was just gonna go for the starport.
Additional
Yeah.
supply.
I was gonna actually use that to just fly over and scout.
So look at all that. See, now that you've expanded, you've got so much money that you literally don't know what to do with it all.
Right. Should I expand again?
No, actually, if your opponent lets you. But no, the big thing is, this is where you want to focus on spending it. You want to get some gas, maybe get some upgrades. You're already going to work towards your starport. That's good. But yeah, you only want to get as much gas as you can actually use.
Right. I hate this map with the rocks and that ran.
And just a small little thing here, you have half your army at the watchtower and half your army back at your base. I'd keep one unit at the watchtower, one at your base. That way, if he attacks right now, he doesn't kill one half your army, then the other, because that makes it super easy to just take out everything that you love and hold dear.
Right.
Then yeah, now you have a, how many hit points is that? A 1250 hit point scout. And nice, nice.
Additional
Saw it right there. Perfect. You lost a little bit of mining time, and that's about it.
additional supply depot. Additional supply depots required.
Okay, so we see a robotics facility and double upgrading forge. What does that mean?
Yep.
Research complete.
Gateway? Army?
Gateway, and I mean, just based off the robo, probably going to be seeing some colossi in there.
Okay. I don't know why I wasted that scam on the factories right here.
And yeah, just go ahead and pull it back now. You don't want to lose it. Just because, I mean, then you have to build another one if you want to build any more Stargates.
Right.
Probably going to be in the red by now, or if not dead. So you might have to land a mule over there.
Additional supply depot.
Woo! Yeah, definitely just land a mule, repair it right back up. You don't even need to land it. You can just repair it in midair.
Oh, really?
And mules can repair, so that's awesome.
I actually didn't know that.
So, yeah. Something else you want to focus on is just upgrades in general. Very good thing to have.
Right.
So good, and then remember, where is your opponent most likely to keep his army? Uh-oh. That's
In front of his natural.
oh,
So I should probably scan.
And also I'd work on taking back that watchtower right there. If you see a probe and it's not just being used as a scout, which it wasn't because there was a zealot there too,
Right.
chances are there's an attack coming.
Mineral field depleted.
And he's got a unit. There it is. Okay, so in this case it looks like... Oh.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Good reaction time, good reaction time.
Ready for dust off.
This guy's pissing me off.
Nikonski's a good one, definitely. And okay, he's focusing that down, so you can just stutter. Yeah. Oh. And when you're doing stutter step micro, you don't actually need to click on the opponent's unit. You can just hit stop. Just hit S right there, then move again. S, move, S, move. Get a little rhythm of it going on right there, and you can just do such
Okay.
insane things.
Okay. Wow, I have a lot of minerals.
So, yeah, I mean, a couple more barracks, a couple more supply depots, even a few more command centers. Late game, just being able to drop 8 mules on an expansion makes a huge, huge difference.
Yep.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, Colossus. Might be a little too late though.
For Vikings, it never hurts.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field.
Ready to plunder.
Base is under attack.
It's go time.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Alright.
So now we're about to the same point as last game, and what... No, I mean...
Oh, the lack of pressure. I forgot to drop.
Yeah, to drop or do anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be pressure, it could be other things as well. But I mean, still, there just needs to be some sort of pressure there, and you really haven't. I mean, I'm just looking at
I'm just
armies
letting
and
him
stuff like
mess up
that.
as much.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm looking at his army over here. He's got upgrades, he has expansions, his sentries are all full of energy. You're in a pretty bad spot right now.
I waited too long.
Yeah. I mean, you got that first attack, and that was good. Oh, don't forget hotkeys. Hotkeys, hotkeys, hotkeys. Like, one thing I'd really recommend... Oh, that is a lot of pylons. One thing I'd really recommend is just going through the single player. Playing through that again on Brutal and just using hotkeys all the time.
Yeah.
Never clicking on any buttons, just hotkeys, hotkeys, hotkeys all day long. Fun little trick. If you hit unload...
Base is under
Whoa!
attack. Mineral field
That is an army right there.
Ready to plunder.
So you really don't need to attack into that. You'll get cut apart by you'll be cut to pieces rather by force fields, because force fields are insanely strong on this map. So yeah, just as he's coming out, engage like that right there. And you see, all those force fields, all he's really doing is pushing you out, and your units have better range. So yeah, I mean, the Colossi still wreaking havoc on you, but for the most part, that attack did not go horribly. Just Archons, man.
Waited too long.
No
You should
pressure.
have told me to put pressure on. What the heck?
I just wanted to see if you'd remember. I mean, the big thing right now is he has 4 bases. He's been mining this
I had-
entire time. Yeah, you had, I'll call it 3.5, just because, or 2.5, just because you actually were kind of mining at this one, but weren't fully saturated yet. I mean,
Right.
it's a thing that a lot of players do. Hell, I do it a lot too, where I just let my opponent kind of do his own thing, play a single-player macro game, get up his stuff, and then just roll over me with the maxed army. Everyone's done it before. So I mean, you just gotta give those reminders to your opponent that it is a 2-player game, and that he
Right.
does need to watch for those marine drops. He does need to watch for little pokes at the front of his army that cost him energy and sentries.
Right.
Okay, so even, you know what, forget even SCVs here. This next one, just...
Okay. I should still be making SCVs though.
I mean, you should make enough, yeah.
Right.
But let's play an old one that hasn't been in the map pool for a little while. Where is Nick? Nick.
All right. Gonna put on some pressure here.
Mm-hmm. And I specifically chose this map because it's a good map for putting on that early pressure. Really, really wide open, natural, and at the same time the rush distance is comparatively short looking at maps that are out now.
Yep.
Just where are you, Nikon?
So you want me to do the same build?
Go for that early concussive shell, go ahead and attack into him, and yeah.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna assume that means he's ready, and I think you're ready. This is actually a really... Actually, I don't know if it's so Terran favored since that last patch changed the mules on the gold.
Why would they change that? Oh, all right. Well, people keep on complaining that mules are overpowered.
On the gold? Oh my god. On the gold, 1 mule trip would give you... Jeez, how much? It would give you like 45 minerals.
All right, that might be a little much.
Yeah, so then when you'd have players just banking up and they drop 15 mules on one of those. So
I
suddenly...
did not realize.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So should I wall? I usually don't wall off with Protoss.
You really don't have to. Just before you make the tech lab, go ahead and get that marine out there to chase the probe out of your base.
Yep.
And then something else to do as well when you, well, when you move out, I'll tell you.
Great.
Okay, so yep, one more SCV, and then on 12, making that barracks. And little... Oh, that's weird. That was... Oh, wait. He doesn't actually have to stay behind and build. So you don't even need to bother chasing him. That's just wasting mining time for you. Now, if he goes... Yeah, if he goes for your bunker... Now, if he does that, that's fine. And if he starts running like that, you can pull 1 SCV off just so you don't lose mining time.
Yep.
And don't forget to... Yep. Make your gas and everything like that. So, yeah.
Did you make gas at 13?
Yep, 13. That's where you'll have... That's the first time you'll have enough minerals to continuously produce SCVs and go ahead and make...
Are under attack.
and actually make the refinery.
Okay.
Okay, and then, yep. Oh, wait. Yeah, you canceled it already. Awesome.
SCV ready.
Beautiful. And then get those guys mining. Gonna need all that gas for marauders.
Yeah.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Okay. And then you can basically put the tech lab and the barracks down at the same time.
Upgrade complete.
And then also as well, you can stop making SCVs entirely at this point. Focusing
Really?
on, yeah, Like, if you're going to do this early attack, you're going to need to do some damage with it, but what you're doing is you're getting a lot of early units instead of economy. So you have to do damage in order to make it successful, but a lot of the time you can do more damage than
Complete.
it's going to cost you.
Even in like this downtime when everything's building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
I had to make one of his bugging me.
Yeah, don't forget supply depots, just making more units.
So I'm just gonna straight out build Marines from this one.
Yep. The important thing is getting 3 or 4 Marauders and then kiting. The easiest way to kite is to right click for them to move backwards, then hit S to stop. Once they fire,
Okay.
just do it again. And keep on doing that. And then remember, behind this you want to expand.
Yep.
So yeah, I would just wait until... Just keep on building things until that upgrade's done, then move out as soon as that upgrade is done.
Okay.
You want a piece of me, boy? It's about to get heavy. SCV ready. This better be good. Kaboom, baby!
And there you go, just let these units finish. Don't even build another round. The upgrade will be done after these units.
Research.
Okay.
So yeah, just wait for that last Marauder to pop out and then move out.
Okay.
Then don't forget expand, maybe toss down your factory, an engineering base, something like that. As long as you have those units going out towards your opponent, and yeah, so good. You want to deny him vision as long as possible of your forces coming. Oh, he's even moving back. Beautiful. So you can just move up without having to worry about him seeing you. Keeping that SCV on the probe.
Our SCV
Don't
is
even worry about
under
that.
attack.
Let your SCV die. This force is just going to get into his base completely by surprise. Oh. Oh, that was your vision. Awesome. So now, oh, look at that. A couple of zealots and 2 stalkers. No, it's okay. You don't even have to mic or to go. So just start putting pressure on that pylon. Oh yeah, probe kills are nice. Go for guaranteed damage. You don't need to poke up this ramp. And you very will... Oh, he's attacking you. See, yeah, so you can focus down those sentries. You keep that sentry count down, and yeah, he's not going to have anything. Now, I mean, if you're getting better, just one thing you could do there is going ahead and trying to kill off a couple more workers before it was done, but it's no big deal. So yeah, now you're expanding, toss down some more barracks, some more supply depots, get that engineering bay up for upgrades, and yeah. Like, off of 2 base, you could probably support 5 barracks in starport producing at all times.
Yep. Should I add something on to this barracks that's up now, or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. Now go ahead and toss down a reactor on it. Just go for that 50, like the 2 Marines for every 1 Marauder. So, yeah, just kind of keep... Yeah, you get it.
And get stim?
I'm not very articulate tonight. Yeah, get stim, get combat shield.
Double gas?
Yeah. This is the time, and then just find ways to keep your gas low. What's that? You have 200 extra? Build 2 starports. That kind of thing. Or sorry, build 2 medevacs, rather. What's that? It's a little high, make an engineering bay, get upgrades. And just in the future, avoid transferring mules. Just because,
Add-on.
yeah, they cost energy.
Oh, yeah.
And then don't forget orbital command and everything.
SCV ready.
Yeah, he's got an observer in my base.
SCV ready.
Really?
Should that worry me?
If you can, kill it. If you see an observer. Just because, I mean, hey, that's that much less vision.
Should I put down like a turret?
Not really. I mean, yes and no. It's really up to you. Me, I can usually see him with or I can usually catch their ripple and then just kill them with a scan. They'll just move out of the way, and you'll have to cover your entire base with turrets if that's the way you end up going. So those 2 extra barracks, they're not producing anything. Nice.
Add-on complete.
Now you're getting a 3rd geyser right now. What for, exactly?
What?
Like, what are you getting that 3rd geyser for?
Because I'm low on gas and I need to make medevacs.
Add-on complete.
Okay.
Yeah, and I need it for upgrades and stuff too.
And then you got a lot of minerals, so just work on getting those down as well. More barracks, more supply depots. Those are 2 things you can never really go wrong with.
Supply depots.
So should I get a drop in?
What do you think? Like, I mean, honest, what's your opinion? What do you feel like right now?
I'm thinking I should definitely get a drop in there.
Then go for it. There's no, like, there's nothing wrong with just experimenting and finding these timings where it works. Been a while since you've done anything to your opponent? Let's do a drop. Let's be aggressive here. Try and do something to him.
You might have seen that with the watchtower though. There we go. My minerals are down now.
Uh-oh. There the stalkers are. Oh, dear God, that's a lot of
Oh.
stalkers.
Alright, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I think at this point he's kind of expecting it. So you can
Yeah.
drop in other places as well, just like the outskirts of his base. And I'm looking
Right.
at the wrong vision. There we go. So yeah, awesome.
Mineral field depleted.
And then generally you want to get your armory down just in time, so that way, as soon as that first engineering bay upgrade finishes, you can go ahead and start the next one. That's...
2 Colossus.
So generally the rule for Colossus, make twice as many Vikings as they have Colossus.
Okay.
And yeah, just notice, money scanned because you scanned his army. Notice that it's because you scanned in front of his natural. And look where you're keeping
Right.
your units. Right in front of your natural. So it's just the logical place to do it. One thing,
Right.
try and push out and catch that watchtower if you can. I mean, you don't need to push out with everything, but like with 2 units.
My bad.
No worries. No,
Add-on.
whatever you're comfortable with, but I mean, the thing is, you want to see any pushes coming. I would try and control both of them. See, one thing you can do is you can kind of force a battle for the watchtowers. You move out a couple units, he moves out a couple units. You move out a couple... Oh, nice, see? Because you had the watchtower, you saw that proxy going on right there.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to run right into your army and die horribly.
Additional supply depots acquired.
Ready for dust off.
You want a piece of me, boy?
And generally, once you get on 2 bases, Terran, you need to start making 2 supply depots at all times. So as soon as those 2 finish, make another 2. Then another 2. Then another 2.
Upgrade.
Just because that's, for some reason, how the food works out with them.
Yep.
Don't know why, it's just what happens.
Should I scan and see if he's got a 3rd?
If he doesn't have one, just based off that, I'd say he's taking one soon.
Our SC is under attack.
Whoa. Oh, that's an army. Oh, move command.
Our SCV. Our mineral field depleted.
That's why I hate Colossi. I feel your pain, man. Colossi are evil things.
I feel so bad. I just lost 3 games in a row.
No, don't worry about it. I mean, 17 games in a row. That's pretty bad. My record is 23 games in a row,
Oh.
which I'm amazed I was not demoted after, but somehow I wasn't. So yeah, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go, I mean, you can play through some games here on Battle.net, or you can go play the single player. Either one of these works. And I just want you to focus on making just basic macro stuff. Supply depots and hotkeys. Focus on those two things for the rest of the night, okay?
Okay.
Focus on those. Just get comfortable doing that. Just using those. Only use the mouse. Don't use the mouse to click any buttons. Like, there's actually...
I never do that.
Yeah. There, let's see. If you hit F10, or actually escape, now that we're on this, you go to options. I think it's gameplay. Where is it? There's one in here that's really good.
Display command hotkey text.
Yes, that.
I have that on.
Good, good.
I'm golden.
For some reason I didn't have that on, I don't know why. But yeah, using that, and just focus on using your mouse as little as possible.
Right.
And then just-
I really only use my mouse to move, like my guys, and like maybe occasionally click on a barracks.
Yeah, just like to add it in there. But I mean, ultimately the thing is, you're... Oops, Nikonski, what are you saying? But, yeah, just go through for the rest of the night, maybe sometime tomorrow, just play there, focus a lot more on hotkeys, on control groups, that kind of thing, and then give Ladder a whirl after that. I mean, don't worry about being aggressive or anything like that, just focus on those core things for now. And actually, I'm going to head out here, see if I can get a little bit of rest. GSL quarterfinals, I think it is tonight? Or is it semifinals tonight? Semifinals tonight. There's only 4 people left, and I want to catch that. Because it might be the first Protoss to actually win a GSL since MC did. So that's kind of big. Anyway,
Where do you see that?
Huh?
Where do you find that?
teamliquid.net.
Oh, okay. They have the stream there?
Yeah, they'll have it up. It's not going to be for another 7 hours or so. Because
Oh,
it's
okay.
in Korea. Yeah. Anyway, man,
Awesome.
I'm going to head out here, so you have yourself a fantastic evening.
Alright, thank you for coaching me.
No problem.
I will
We'll-
definitely,
Sometime next
try
week,
and,
if I've got time, I'll go ahead and check in with you, see how you're doing. And yeah, we'll go
Alright.
from there. Anyway, have a good night, man.
Alright, see ya, you too.
And my wonderful stream viewers here, and any archive or YouTube viewers who watch this, good night to you. And yeah, have some good games. I'll see if I can get this uploaded.